Well, the Super Bowl is set. You two are about to be very busy for the next 2 weeks. Should be hard for the Patriots. They're not used to a tough schedule. People are so mad the Patriots are back in the Super Bowl. You should see what they're writing on Twitter. What did people write about us last time we won the Super Bowl? I don't know. The typewriter wasn't invented yet. Well. Okay, before we get into the games, couple things to go over. Temperatures were so cold this week, trees were imploding, but so are the Bills. What is your problem? Don't worry, Philip Rivers didn't take the job. Yes, and I am shocked that we interviewed him. No, that he finally pulled out. Philly! How have you not hired a new offensive coordinator yet? Well, we are letting Kevin pick his replacement. So you're going to hear this little voice in your head? That's not your conscience. That's Jalen Hurts. Kevin! You know, you guys should really have him take a few tests. Cleveland, every one of your head coaching candidates has dropped out. Luckily, you have Jerry Jeudy, so you're used to drops. What are you having them do in your interview that is so hard? Just type in their email and password on a TV with a remote control. I just don't understand why no one wants to come coach us. Because you have Deshaun Watson and Shedeur Sanders. That is Pro Bowler Shedeur Sanders. Get out. Okay. Guys, we have hired Mike McCarthy. What? You did I'm what? Sorry, who? Okay, you drafted Kenny Pickett because he went to Pitt, and now Mike McCarthy because he's from Pittsburgh. Stop picking people because they're from Pittsburgh. We don't. Who's your new OC? Wiz Khalifa? Okay. Look, Mike McCarthy is going to turn this program around. Yep, right back to where it is. Well, that's off-putting. He should be off-putting. Okay, let's get into the games. This is a rematch of Super Bowl 49, so please no jokes. If you have a Pete Carroll joke, just let it pass. And this is the game. Sam Darnold throws an interception on the 1-yard line, and it's picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And the score is 60-0. Seahawks win. New England may get blown out. We are not going to get blown out. Drake May played 3 top 5 defenses. Oh, look, it's Trent Dilfer with the sugar addiction. Moving on, TikTok also went down this weekend. So many screens weren't working. It looked just like Sean Payton's offense. That reminds me, good call, Sean, going for it on 4th down. Thank you. Not you, the other one. In all seriousness, congratulations to the New England Patriots. I'm sure it was emotional. Even Stephon Diggs choked up. Usually that only happens when a chef asks to get paid. Couple notes on the halftime show. Green Day will be performing American Idiot as a tribute to Kevin Patullo. Also, there's some rumors Bad Bunny brings out Cardi B. We are trying to keep it kid-friendly, but thanks to CJ Stroud, we've already seen that much ass on a field. Going from the AFC game to the NFC game was like going from Tony Romo to Tom Brady. Okay, they're not that different. Now, if you look at JSN's shoulder plane, it stays the same on his brakes. That puts him in a very advantageous position. Jim, did you know Bluey is a girl? And lastly, the Jets and Vikings get to watch Sam Darnold in a Super Bowl while they sit with their quarterback. J.J. McCarthy and Justin Fields are great. You're right, I'm sorry. They are great. Their only weakness is in 1906, the forward pass got invented. Well, the Super Bowl is set. You two are about to be very busy for the next 2 weeks. Should be hard for the Patriots. They're not used to a tough schedule. People are so mad the Patriots are back in the Super Bowl. You should see what they're
Myers from 31 yards out. Dixon places it down. And the Seattle Seahawks go to 2-0.
Here we go. Cam, he's going to take it himself, and he doesn't get in. And the Seahawks are going to win the game. Here comes Devlin. Now Gronk splits out.
Usually a fade to Gronkowski here.
And all kinds of action in the end zone. They look for a flag. They see none. Baldwin sets up on the left. Play clock at 5. Pass is intercepted at the goal line by Malcolm Butler. Unreal.
Again, a bootleg. Step and fire. Wilson, separation. Touchdown, Rice. Brady steps. Brady rifles. It's short of the line.
Courtney Taylor way out to the left. Here comes a blitz.
Fumble.
And a fumble. And the Patriots have recovered. Seymour falls on it.
2nd down and 7. And here's Corey Dillon racing for the end zone. Touchdown.
This will be it. Zolak's pass broken up, and Seattle wins it.
Scott Sisson, first-year player out of Georgia Tech. And remember the holders, a backup quarterback. Anything could happen here. Scott Seekills is the holder. The kick is on the way. It's a high spinner. It might have. It hits the crossbar and bounces back.
The line of scrimmage. Dillon's pass for the end zone. Intercepted. Intercepted by Patrick Hunter, who'll down it there.
Myers from 31 yards out. Dixon places it down. And the Seattle Seahawks go to 2-0.
Here we go.
What's up? What's up? What's up, sports world? Y'all know what it is. Andre the Source Robinson in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good, everybody? Rise Up presents, Rise Up Family presents Monday Night Madness again. Man, we back with Monday Night Madness. Now that Monday Night Football is over, we back. Monday Night Madness. By the way, make sure you watch Monday Night Late Night Madness tonight at 11:30. My guy's going to be on there. My guys is going to be on there. DJ Nico Shaw going to be on there. Andy Johnson going to be on there. Rod Thomas going to be on there. We got Yogi coming in the building tonight, 11:30. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you tune in 11:30. They can get this joint jumping on the late night tip as well. But I told y'all I was bringing back Monday Night Madness. I said it was going to happen, and it's going to happen. This is the show right here where sports talk does the talk for itself. Results come from the sports talk, point blank. It's nothing else to even say on that. The raw results come right from the sports talk, all right? This is the place where we don't do hypocrites, backstabbers. We don't do secondhand, underhand stuff. We talk sports, all right? We talk sports. That's what we want to do here, all right? So if you're a sports fan, come on in here. listen, tune in. I'll even open a call line up shortly for everybody so we could talk sports. Now, for those who missed it, I already gave y'all a little preview of some stuff. The New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks obviously will be the Super Bowl this year. I see you, Tasha. What's up? Marie, Callie, Luke, Andy, I see you. What's good? What's good? Like and share. Make sure you get a +1. Make sure you get a drink and a snack. And once again, come on to Monday Night Madness, where, of course, the talk does the talking for itself. How about that? The talk does the talking for itself. Point blank, period. I see we got to get back to this. I left some room, and I feel like I need to leave no room anymore. A lot of questions been out there. A lot of stuff has been out there. And I felt like it's time to get back to what it is. Okay, so let's do it. First and foremost, right off the jump, we're talking about the Super Bowl coming up. That's going to be the first topic. As you can see right here, Super Bowl. How many people shocked that these two teams made it to the Super Bowl? I'm going to be honest with you, Tasha. I'm going to give you props off the jump. You said this was your year. I actually picked you guys in faith of you. Even though you should have returned my phone call. We're going to leave that. We're going to let that be. You should have returned my phone call when I tried to give you props on your team making the Super Bowl. Regardless, it's here nor there. Here nor there. But you should have, returned my phone call. But shout out to the Patriots, nevertheless, for making the Super Bowl. And we're going to talk about the Patriots first. Before we talk about the Seahawks, we'll talk about the Patriots. So let's break this thing down. If you did call me back, then it's my bad. And I appreciate, the reciprocation. I appreciate that, Good reciprocation is what I like. I love good reciprocation. Anyway, so with that being said, obviously you can see this, and I'm not showing my face right now at the moment because I want you to see the fullness thereof of this, point in being the Super Bowl. Folks, this is a big thing, Super Bowl, right? Like and share. And I'm going to start off by talking about New England and Drake May, second-year quarterback. Quarterback that went from 4-13 the year before to now what it is. What's up? The best team in AFC because they won the conference championship. It don't matter if they were the second seed and Denver was the first seed. I get it. A lot of people will say, well, Bo Nix was hurt or yada, yada, yada. The New England Patriots did what they did with what, what they had in front of them. Now, a lot of people will argue, they had a easy schedule. But you can only play who's in front of you. Now, next year, if they turn around and do the same thing, then we can't use the excuse for easy schedule, right? If they have success next year, then we can't use the excuse. This year, they did what they were supposed to. Mike Vrabel, first-year coach with the New England Patriots, not a first-year coach in general, a first-year coach with the New England Patriots, turned that team around faster than some organizations have been able to turn their organizations around in 8 years. Yes, I'm putting that out there. In 8 years. It's taken some organizations 8 years and they still haven't got it right, i.e. Buffalo Bills, i.e. Baltimore Ravens. Yeah. He just did it in one year. And you got to give them props for that, regardless of what play schedule they played. Got to give them props. They made it all the way to the end. All the way to the end. Right? So you got Drake May, who has put up numbers over 4,300 yards this year, 30-plus touchdowns, less than 10 interceptions this year. Their running game looked really, 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 really good. Henderson and Stevenson have looked phenomenal this year. Henderson took the low when Stevenson was in his lows, and then Stevenson came back, and then they've been a very well-oiled machine. Very well-oiled machine at the running back position. Stephon Diggs left Buffalo, went to Houston. I guess it was a problem in Houston, injury problem in Houston. Stephon Diggs didn't perform the way they wanted him to in Houston, and he goes to New England and walks right into a Super Bowl championship. So, I mean, Stephon Diggs, I know he's happy right now, probably having parties, laughing, rolling over in his bed right now with Cardi B about how he made the Super Bowl before Buffalo did. It is what it is, right? But you have a pretty decent wide receiving core with the New England Patriots as well. Their defense, pretty good. You know, Bill Belichick, disciple Mike Vrabel, has created a solid foundation, a solid locker room with a purpose on offense and defense. You got to give him his credit for that, building that. Can't be too upset about that. He's a really good coach. I was one who called him Mike Verbal because he talked too much in past. When he was with Tennessee, I felt like he talked too much and didn't do enough. You know how that goes. When people talk too much and don't do enough. You know what usually happens. You don't get the results you want. When you talk and there's not a lot of action behind you. That's just how it goes. With New England, though, it's been a lot of talk, a little less talk and a lot of action. A lot of people think that New England is the underdog in this situation coming up on Sunday. A lot of people got them as the underdog. I will be the first to tell you right now, before we get into all of this Seattle Seahawks talk, that I do not see the New England Patriots as the underdog. A lot of people will see it that way. I don't see it that way. I don't at all. Defense is pretty well. If they had any holes in the defense, I would say that they need to be able to get to the quarterback more than they do. To me, that is their glaring hole, if you want to really call that a hole, is getting to the quarterback enough. And we're going to see how much they can get to Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl, because they're going to need to get to Sam Darnold. You're going to need to get him off of his out of his comfort zone and off his spots. Sam Darnold throws in spots, by the way, if y'all don't know. If y'all have not watched Sam Darnold has favorite places he likes to throw the football. He has a pattern. JSN definitely is a great comfort zone. Definitely a great comfort zone. And as you can see, I just put up this for a reason, 2015 versus 2026. So you can kind of see the offensive matchups here. Obviously, you have Drake May on one side with Stevenson, Henderson, Diggs, Booty. Let me tell you, we used to laugh. We used to laugh at people with the last name Booty. I remember when I graduated college the first time, when I graduated UB, we had a guy who came up and was speaking for our graduation, and his name was Mr. Booty. And all the adults in the room, when they announced him, tried to keep quiet, but it was the kids that was there at the time. It was the kids. And you ever go somewhere and somebody go, and then everybody just started laughing. That's exactly what happened when they heard Mr. Booty. And it was, and that just did it. And the whole crowd erupted. Well, in this case, Mr. Booty, Mr. Booty, no pun intended, is in the Super Bowl. So we not laughing at you, Mr. Booty. We not laughing. You've been putting on for your team. Pause. You've been doing a pretty good job, right? Hunter Henry, shout out to you, making the Super Bowl too. This is what we're looking at. This is what we're looking at right here. You're looking at a well-oiled offensive machine. They don't care about style. They just care about getting the job done. You're looking at a defense for New England that just cares about the job and getting the job done. Yeah, you can rattle Darnold. I totally agree, but they're hungry and we're gonna eat. Yeah, they're gonna have to eat. Mac Hollins is not on here. Mr. Barefoot itself is not on here. I don't know how many people drink barefoot, but after seeing Mac Hollins barefoot, maybe that should be an endorsement. She should be an endorsement for wine, because he's barefooted all the time, no matter where he's at, where he goes. The guy is always barefooted, but he also produces when you need him to. Marcus Herring, what's good? See you. Much respect to the Pats. They are in the Super Bowl. The comparisons to the Ravens and Bills are apples to oranges. Yeah, but they still did it in 1 year, and y'all haven't done it in 8. I mean, that's just the truth. Patriots did hit on quarterback and left tackle. Sure. They also had $100 million in cap space to buy a brand new team and begin with a veteran coach, not a rookie coach. True. I also believe not only are the Patriots the underdog, but if the Seahawks don't turn over the ball more than once, the Patriots lose by 2 scores. Okay. I mean, I'll give you that. I will give you that. And Tasha liked your stat, not because she really liked what you said, but she's keeping that as a receipt because I already know Tasha. That's why she's laughing right now. She definitely thinks that you guys have been sleeping on that team all year long, and you've been eating y'all words all year, sleeping on the Patriots all year long. Y'all been talking all this junk about the Patriots. I already know what's going through your mind right now, Tosh. I get you. I see what's going on. I know what you're saying. I see those clouds, those clouds in the air formulating. The Patriots just have to bring their ghosts with them to rattle Darnold. Stop telling my secrets, Dre. Hey. I'm just telling the truth. I know that was the secret, but okay. Well, the secret's kind of out a little bit. They ain't know all your secrets, but the secret is out. The secret is out. Yeah, Ramona. I don't know. We're going to see if, I don't know, though. Can we say Sam Darnold seeing ghosts anymore? Can we even use that rhetoric anymore? I don't know if we can use that. I don't know if we can say that anymore about Sam Darnold. I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence about using the Ghostbusters rhetoric anymore. Just for the fact that he's performed very well in the last 2 years. Yeah, Minnesota, he had probably one of the worst 3-game stretches in which Minnesota just looked like the worst 14-win team since San Diego. But we ain't going to go there. Shout out to Marty Schottenheimer, by the way. Shout out to you. But it is what it is, right? We'll see if he's going to be seeing ghosts in this game. I tell you what, they asked a question on who need this game more, Sam Darnold or Drake May. I think it's Sam Darnold. I honestly think it's Sam Darnold, just for legacy purposes. Sam Darnold came. All right, I'll ask, how about this? Let's go back to how we used to do it. I gotta bring this whole thing back. Put in the comment section right now, what year did Sam Darnold get drafted? Let's do that. I like to get my folks engaged. let's get engaged with the rage of sports talk, even though it really shouldn't be a whole lot of rage when it comes to sports talk. But let's get engaged with the rage. Okay, so Sam Darnold, tell me when he was drafted. Legacy is on the line. I think Drake May is a second-year quarterback with a first-year coach coaching the Patriots, not coaching period, but coaching the Patriots. I don't think that they have that same legacy issue. I think it is what it is. If they lose this year, you got to go back to the drawing board, and there's that. Somebody said 2017. Somebody said 2018. Andy Babcock said 2017. Tasha said 2018 with the Jets. The answer is 2018. By the way, love it. I have no problem with receipts, said Marcus Heron. Pats win. I'll be on here to say my bad. If not, keep that same energy. Tasha gave you the muscle. She about that energy. I'll tell you that. I gotta stand up for the ladies in here right now because the ladies be about that energy. Ramona, Darnold saw a ghost in the playoffs with Minnesota. He sure did. I ain't gonna lie. He did. He saw a ghost. It was something strange in the neighborhood. And I don't know who you gonna call. But it damn sure wasn't Ghostbusters. They came late to the party. It was over. They came late. Patriots D have to get after him. Yeah, I'm just win. We'll have the same energy. Win, lose, or draw. That's what I like. See, this is what I love about sports talk. Right here. This is what I love. The debates, the conversations, the lovely conversations. I love it. Same as Allen, Lamar, Baker. Yep. Baker the touchdown faker. Maker. Oops. I'm sorry. Did I say that? Lamar, who's supposed to set the bar, and Josh Allen, who ends up singing like Morgan Wallen at the end of the season. All right, anyway. You don't get Wallen without Allen. Ron Thomas. Your show is at 11:30, my G. 11:30. I see you on here. I'm going to say what's up to you, though. We're going to put you on here real quick. Show is at 11:30, my G. What's good, Ron?
Y'all did warm up.
You got to get a little warm. You got to get a little warm? Okay. Well, guess what? You can get warm. And getting warm means step in and step out and get ready for 11:30 because I can't wait till 11:30. See you coming in early. I love it. I love the energy. But Ron, real quick. What's your thoughts on the New England Patriots?
Definitely lose.
And with that being said, folks, it was nice seeing you. We'll see you at 11:30. You warmed up, Ron. I see you warmed up. I gotta let you go. I see you at 11:30. I'm sorry, folks. You gotta kick him right off. Right on and right off real quick, my G. Now, wow, that's nuts. Minnesota's O-line was horrible. Darnold was the third overall pick in 2018 and went to a shit team. Yeah, the New York Jets just in this season, it's still just in the season. Just when we thought it was about to be just elevate the system, it just wasn't. It was back to just in the season again, as usual. But yeah, he needs to think it over. Yeah, he might need a baby think it over. Ron might need the baby think it over. But 11:30, you're gonna get to hear him and Andy, DJ Nico Shaw. I'll be here myself. You get to hear his thoughts too. You get to hear his thoughts. But he said New England was just gonna lose the Super Bowl like that, and I just wow. Much respect to you, Ron, but I feel like you already warmed up now. You real warm, extra warm. All right. Now, with that being said, let's talk about Seattle. Seattle, team that's just been improving, doing much. I feel like they've been doing a lot of home improvement. Tim the Two-Man Taylor been around there. I feel like Fix-It Felix been around Seattle. I mean, you trade DK Metcalf. You trust in JSN to be a number one receiver. He just does nothing but show up and show out. I mean, the guy just puts up numbers this year with Sam I Am. Sam Darnold goes from most embarrassing 3-loss stretch to Super Bowl with the Seattle Seahawks. Seattle Seahawks made some very, very good moves in the offseason. One of those moves was getting rookie safety Nick Inamori. A Bob. Buffalo, you could have had him. And yes, I said Buffalo, you could have had him. And there's a reason why I say that. Because you know what you did. You know who you got in the first round when you could have got Nick Inamori and that person that you got in the first round. You know what you did. I'm not saving face, and I'm not shedding no tears for you. Because you guys make these silly boneheaded decisions, and then when you make the boneheaded decisions, then you end up paying for it. Now, is Cole Bishop good? Sure. Is he Nick Inamori? Hell no. Absolutely not. Nick Inamori was probably the best defensive rookie there was this year. Name 2 defensive rookies who are better than Nick Inamori this year. From a defensive grading position. Analytically, what defensive rookie was better than Nick Inamori? Name 2 of them. And that tastes fresh. It's nothing like raspberry ginger ale on a Monday night. Boy, I tell you. By the way, for those who's just tuning in, this is Monday Night Madness. Bringing it back, Monday Night Madness. Monday night, late night madness will be at 11:30. But I just wanted to start off by talking about the Super Bowl a little bit. We got Sam Darnold over here, obviously. Kenneth Walker III, Jackson Jigba Smith, or Smith and Jigba. Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp showed up. And then we got Barner, the barn burner, over here. Russell K. That is 11:30, my G. 11:30 p.m. time, okay? 11:30. Monday night, late night. All right? Now, Sharon, what's up? Chocolate girl in the building. What's good? I can't wait till Thursday. We got a lot to talk about, Sharon, by the way. There is a lot to talk about on Thursday. Will do. We'll send you the link, Russ. Shout out to you guys. By the way, I'm going to add the call line number here. Just so if you have any comments, you can join the conversation. All right. Shout out to all those that is tuning in currently. All right. Now, with that being said, Seattle is a team that's been fixing it year after year. It didn't happen just exponentially like New England. New England turned it around from 4-13 to the team that they are now. Seattle's been, Wreck-It Ralph tries to come in and mess up stuff. We'll get rid of that. Fix it, Felix. He'll fix it. Add a little Tim the Tool Man Taylor. And what you got is a Super Bowl team. Again, a team that doesn't care about being pretty. On offense, they don't care about being pretty. No finesse work on offense. And yes, there are some finesse teams in the NFL, by the way, that I feel like are finesse teams. They love the finesse. They have a way of how they operate offensively. Defensively, Seattle. How many sacks did Seattle have this year? I'm just wondering. Yogi, what up? 11:30, sir. This is the 10 o'clock. Monday Night Madness. You get Monday Night Late Night Madness, 11:30. Can't wait to hear what you got to say on the show, my G. Now, with that being said, wow. Very interesting what Seattle has done. Mike Macdonald being the coach. How many folks thought that Mike Macdonald would be in the Super Bowl before a lot of other coaches? There's a lot. Include Matt LaFleur in that conversation, who has not been in the Super Bowl. 47. 47. 47. Interesting. Interesting enough. Seattle's here, though. Now, X factors for this game, and I'll be talking about this too on Wednesday and Thursday coming up. X factors in this game. I think Seattle's front four will be an X factor, and I think New England Patriots front four will be a X factor. That's interesting that I'm saying that. Both front fours will be X factors. I think they both have really good corner safety play. I think they have really good linebacking play. I want to see the matchup. I want to see the defensive line matchup in the trenches. How about that? We should have a segment called In the Trenches. All right. That's coined, by the way. In the Trenches. Devon. Notice that I have not. You know what? Okay. Anyway, I'm going to not pay attention to that. Funny man. Hello. Haha. Mr. Comedian. I'm going to let you have your way with that one. You know they say if you let somebody talk by themselves, they can only talk to themselves if they talking to themselves. Yeah. I don't think that's how they say it, but regardless. It's Monday Night Madness where you get a whole lot of fun and excitement. And this is what I like about Monday Night Madness too. You get people come on here and they put out jokes. Ha ha, hee hee, hell. Moving right along. But the front four is what I'm going to be looking at. I'm going to be looking at the front four a hell of a lot. I want to see these matchups. Who can get to the quarterback the most? Who can put the quarterback in distress the most? Marcus Heron earlier said that the Patriots would need at least 2 turnovers to win this football game. I honestly just think whatever defensive line gets the better of the offensive line, that's who's winning. Whoever run game can't get it going, whoever's run game can't get going, that's who losing. Ha ha, Devon. Ha ha. The Bengals don't got nothing to do with this conversation. Ha ha. Wide receiver Shaheed, yeah, and he due for a payday, by the way. He's not on this list of players, but Marcus Herring. You just segued me into one of the slides I had for today, and that is this one. Ding. Speaking of Shaheed, he is due a payday coming up. We're going to see. And the hate continues. Right. And the hate continues. Boy, oh boy. Anyway, yes, he is due. Definitely a payday coming up. He's been phenomenal this year. I thought he was really good with the other team that I won't mention because they suck so bad. I'm not going to mention them. But he gets a lot of props. Special teams guy, somebody who can run routes fast. We talk about speed kills. He's pretty damn good at what he does. I'll tell you that. By the way, if you're on YouTube, make sure you join the Rise Up Family Sports Network. If you're on YouTube right now, we on YouTube, of course. Join the sports talk, where the talk does the talking for itself. Yeah. Yep. All right. If you missed this earlier, I'm going to play this again.
Myers from 31 yards out. Dixon places it down.
But you ain't getting no volume. I will put this on while it's playing for those who did not see the introduction. Every Seattle Seahawks game versus the New England Patriots has ended in a one-score game. Every single one of them have ended in a one-score game. And guess what? Seattle has won majority of them. Surprising. Even though they did not win the Super Bowl. This play right here, I think this play right here, if you talk about one leaven spoils the whole lump, that would be Pete Carroll's career in one play. One leaven spoils the whole lump with the Seattle Seahawks loss to New England. Look at this. Seattle won every other damn game except for the Super Bowl. I'm seeing Seattle just winning all these damn games. Corey Dillon scored there. Won that one. That's the second one. Yeah, this is very interesting. Now, with that being said, people want to know my prediction. I've been talking about this Super Bowl for a good 30 minutes. Diggs is absolutely the X factor for the Patriots. For sure. I didn't want to give easy. Of course, Diggs is, but I wanted to keep it more in the trenches. I think Shaheed gets more reps at wide receiver. Diggs could get double-digit targets in the slot. I don't think Seattle have an answer for him. True, and they're not about to win it now. And they're not about to win it now. It's actually hilarious. Yeah. Killing them. Ugh. Just killing them. All right, that's enough. All right, keeping it here. I'm not having this conversation until Wednesday. This one, I'm going to save till Wednesday. I'm on that. I'm not going to have that conversation today. That I don't believe George Pickens is getting extended the way people are saying he might be getting extended. But we need to have a conversation about this. I would be dead wrong if I did not have a conversation about this. Marcus Heron, we had a conversation about this. You actually corrected me when we had this conversation about the Bills not having any interviews with black coaches. Again, I wasn't buying that shit anyway, as far as the Bills and the black coaches interviews. I figured they wasn't hiring them. But this is a travesty. 10 head coaching positions, not one filled by a black coach. Majority of you guys were right when you said Mike Tomlin would take a year off. I thought Mike Tomlin would take the legacy route, the competitive spirit route, join another team, prove that he could build that team too, so people can stop talking so much, because people again do a lot of talking, and that shit is annoying sometimes when people just talk and talk and talk. Not sports talk, but just talk in general. But this right here, I felt like was a total travesty. For a sport that is 70% predominantly black, representation. I always talk about representation. We talk about representation when it comes to owners. We obviously know how many black owners are there in the NFL, how many black GMs are there in the NFL, and one just got fired. A black GM just got fired from the Minnesota Vikings. How many black GMs are there? How many black head coaches are there? Now, last year we saw half the NFL with black quarterbacks. I'm just not understanding why out of 10, not one black coach gets hired. That just bedazzles me in so many ways. Brian Flores needs to be a head coach where it's not rebuild mode. Just saying, I agree. I think they did him filthy, but again, I don't run the NFL. If Gonzalez doesn't step his game up, JSN will put him in the history books next Sunday, which is one reason why I think they lose. Also, Kenneth Walker in both run and pass against New England linebackers is a huge Seattle advantage. Oof. Well, we shall find out, Marcus. For sure, we shall find out. Flores is absolutely blacklisted. They aren't even hiding it. Yeah, I know. I don't want Flores to be the coach to some garbage team unless he can turn the team around. Dre, I need to ask you, why aren't you understanding? I need to ask you, why aren't you understanding? Oh, no. Wayne, what's up, my guy? What's up, my guy? I know why you asking me that. When I say I'm not understanding, that is me being actually facetious. I totally understand why. I know why. It's not a shocker to me. I'm just saying for shits and giggles. I guess I'm saying to be, I hate using the word sarcastic because I'm really not trying to be sarcastic. I'm more just being, okay, I'm being sarcastic. We'll put it that way. Fine. I'll leave it at that. I'm being sarcastic. I totally understand why. For all sake and purposes. Yes, it is disgusting. The NFL don't give a fuck because we, the public, continue to patronize the league. Yep. So there's an article I'm probably gonna write, and I want to make sure I take my time when I write this article. It's gonna be called "Conspiracy Theories versus Willful Ignorance." I'm gonna write an article with that title because I think there's a lot of that. I think there's a lot of on the Lieber scale. There's the conspiracy theorists versus the willfully ignorant, and I'm going to write an article about it, and it's going to highlight a couple of different things when it comes to the NFL. But this is absolutely ridiculous, if you ask me. It's pathetic. And I thought that my picture would have went up, but it didn't. It's okay. Let's see. Let's go back to it. All right. Shout out to Ramona Died, by the way. Glad that everything is good with you. Well, that annoyed the hell out of me. All right. Now, woo! Let's have this conversation before I get into the basketball talk. By the way, Monday Night Madness, we'll be talking about everything. You know how I give it up. Basketball, football, NCAA tournament coming up. Shout out to us again. We will be courtside in a month. Courtside for the NCAA tournament again. We're gonna talk WNBA. All that stuff is coming up. We'll be talking about all of it. Every bit of it. And today I'm probably going to highlight a couple things in the NBA as well. But let's get to this before we get to that. All right. At the 1 hour mark, we will talk NBA. We'll get into some NBA stuff now, and some WNBA stuff mixed with NBA. Now, most overrated player of the year. Whew, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna blow this up on the big screen. I'm gonna put this on the big screen. Now, I'm going to say this for all intent and purposes. Please, for the sake of God and all his disciples, please do not pick Jordan Love. I need you to put it in the comment section. Please do not pick Jordan Love. And there's a reason why I'm saying this. I'm saying this because I cannot wait till Wednesday because I'm going to bring this back out come Wednesday. So do not say Jordan Love. My answer is not Jordan Love anyway. I have a different answer. People are probably going to be surprised at my answer, but it's the most legitimate answer. I mean, there's two legitimate answers on here, but the most legitimate answer to me is, and I'll wait to see what you guys got to say first before I give my answer. I don't want to influence your answer by any means necessary, by any means. So I'm going to just wait a second and see what y'all answer is. Dalton picked Jalen Hurts and Sauce Gardner. But Dalton, if you had to pick one, you can only pick one. Which one would it be? Would it be Sauce or would it be Jalen? Put it in the comment section. I will run down all 5 of them, though. Starting with Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner went from the Jets, a shitty organization where he was actually All-Pro. Was it Sauce All-Pro? Could have swore he was All-Pro. Check me if I'm wrong. But All-Pro in a shitty Jets organization. The owner's daughter decided, let's make a move, get Sauce Gardner. You know, he's an intricate piece to us winning. The Indianapolis Colts. I almost said Colts. Yeah, Colts, right? Colts. Well, not enough Colts could cover up this team being probably the most disappointing team in football this year. And yes, I said it. Most disappointing team. Most alarming, disappointing team this year was the Indianapolis Colts. How you went from 7-2 on top of the AFC to not making the playoffs at all and being a third-place team. Anyway, disappointing, to say the least. Especially when we all thought Daniel Jones was that boy. This year, we all thought Daniel Jones was going to be it. Josh Bailey, what up? EPW in the building. Conrad Cushman, what's good, my guy? Marcus, you said Sauce. Dalton said Jalen. Okay, so for those who just tuning in, most overrated player this year, you got to pick one of the 5. I just started with Sauce. Okay, Jordan Love. The way you lost to Chicago twice. Got a lot of people talking about how you inconsistent, and I can't wait to have this conversation on Wednesday because I can't wait to debunk that. That theory, I'm debunking that. We're not going for that. I'm not going to go for that. I don't care about people saying, oh, well, he sat behind Aaron Rodgers for 3 years. We're not going for that. Okay? Your 3 years that you've played, I would say, and on top of that, the fact that you didn't have any control over that. You had no choice but to sit behind Aaron Rodgers anyway, because the Packers decided to re-sign Aaron. So you didn't have an opportunity anyway, and that's not your fault. We're not going to fault you for that. The Packers signed Aaron Rodgers to an extension, which is the reason why you had to sit for 3 years. Justin Herbert. Sir, just when Jordan Love. Yeah, back to you. Your game against Cleveland, Carolina, you almost threw for 300, but you threw an interception and lost. The Philly game, you didn't turn over the football, but highly questionable. I will tell you those 3 games out of 17 definitely stand out. Definitely stand out to some folks, even though 3 bad games out of 17 isn't like the worst thing in the world. Or three games where you lost isn't the worst thing in the world, but the Packers kind of lost 4 games in a row at the end of the season too. So we're not gonna exclude that, sir, when we talk about you. Okay? We're not gonna exclude that. All right. Now, Justin Herbert, you were supposed to. Oh, Ron said Justin Herbert. Sauce definitely wasn't worth 2 first-round picks. No, he wasn't. Tasha, very true. Yes. Yep. Good evening, EPW. What's good? Now, back to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, sir. I have been waiting for you to jump from good to elite because all the shine in the world has been on you being elite. Now you got a better coach. Now you don't got that same coach you had the first couple of years, Staley, whatever his damn name is. He's so irrelevant that I don't care to remember his first and last name. But yeah, you got John Harbaugh, and you still can't get the job done. Your playoff performances have been god awful, sir. And I mean god awful. You give CJ Stroud a better name just because your playoff performances have been god awful. Now, with that being said, Lamar Jackson, you missed the playoffs this year, and every year you've been in the playoffs has been pretty abysmal. The way you lose in the playoffs has been quite abysmal. John Harbaugh literally is a New York Giants head coach because he couldn't get the job done with you. With you, 2-time, should have been 3-time MVP. I don't think Lamar Jackson is the most overrated player of the year. Absolutely not, especially when Lamar Jackson came back, when your team was 1-5 and had Baltimore tied for the division lead. So no, I'm not going to blame it on Lamar Jackson. In fact, I'm going to give him a pass for that. You know, people give certain people passes. I'm going to give Lamar Jackson a pass for that. But when you have Derrick Henry and you have a roster that had ESPN talking about how you were going to go undefeated and how you were Super Bowl champs, they were crowning you, yada, yada, yada. Boy. Okay. I'll reserve my other comments for another time. Boy, oh boy. And Jalen Hurts, the human backpack. My guy. Jalen Hurts. The ultimate hot and cold guy. The either Super Bowl or first round loser. Either he going to the Super Bowl one year or he going to be a first round bust out of the playoffs. I would tell you, first year coaches, offensive coordinators don't do him any justice, and they just signed another first year offensive coordinator, in which that's not going to look good. It doesn't spell good for Jalen Hurts, especially when you got AJ Brown, who might be on the outs. Will they go back to 2023 Philadelphia Eagles, the same Eagles who lost to the Buccaneers in the first round? Because we all know what the Eagles did this year in the first round. They're going to go back to that. Will they have their same coach? I mean, it's always an excuse with Lamar. I don't think no. Devon, AJ Brown, and DK Metcalf are not on this list. Out of the list, you have to pick one. Or you can pick one. Or don't pick one. I'm not even going to tell you got to, because I don't want to sound like I'm just demanding anything. But the list has these 5 players. Now, would I say AJ Brown is overrated more than some of these players? Yeah, he probably should definitely be on this list, but he ain't on this list. Boring offense. Hey, Deborah Beatty, what's up? Lamar is Mike Vick 2.0. By far. Yeah, he was supposed to be a number 1 receiver with Aaron, yet he was shit. Fuck that list. I said what up. Okay, Devon. See, this is what I'm talking about right here. You just heard what I said, and then anyway. All right, sir. You got it. You got it. Again, for the sake of the conversation, just pick one. It's not that difficult. Lord have mercy. A.J. Brown should be on this list. He should be. DK Metcalf, should he be on this list? I don't know. I don't feel like DK Metcalf really had a number 2 to compliment him anyway, to be honest. Should he have performed better? Sure. But I would put A.J. Brown on this list before I would put DK Metcalf on this list. And we talk about Jalen Hurts. My answer to this is Sauce Gardner. I'm going to be honest. And it's only because Jalen Hurts has been to 2 Super Bowls and won a Super Bowl. You kind of get not to get a pass, but you kind of get what Tom Brady used to get a lot. I won't even say privilege. Jalen Hurts has won Super Bowls playing the way he's played. He's been in the Super Bowl playing the way he plays. I mean, none of the rest of these guys have been in the Super Bowl. So Sauce Gardner is my answer to this question. But Justin Herbert, if you don't get your together real quick, real soon, you're gonna be on this list for sure. You'll be my number 1 on this list. He ain't on the damn list, okay? Devon, I ain't gonna take away what you said. I'm not taking that away from you. You said it, and it's fine and dandy. I thought it was funny. Chris Jericho, he didn't make the list. He didn't make the list. You just made the list. Well, he didn't make the list somehow, even though he probably should have. Now, shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Monday Night Madness again. Drew Brees ain't wrong when he said the Eagles. Yep. Lamar, he should have been on here instead of Lamar. I think Lamar should have been the last person on here, to be honest. If we're being honest. Lamar shouldn't have been on here. Dak should always make an overrated list. Okay, can I ask a question? Nope. I'm going to save it till Wednesday. I'm going to save that conversation until Wednesday. I'm going to save it till Wednesday. DJ Nico Shaw, what's up? Oh, Devon, you agree with him? I can't wait till Wednesday then. If you agree with Josh Bailey, I agree with Josh Bailey too, but I can't wait to hear this Wednesday because it's coming. Wednesday, it is coming. The conversation of inconsistent is coming. Okay, it's definitely coming. And I'm saving it until Wednesday because I already know Wednesday is going to be, boy, oh boy. If you thought the 4th of July wasn't the fireworks started on the 4th of July, well, there'll probably be fireworks on February. Wednesday, February, what's today? The 2nd, the 4th. So the 4th. I guess we're gonna have fireworks on the 4th, just not of July. It'll be 4th of February coming up because that's going to be a topic of conversation. Big time topic of conversation. Tosh, what up? I'm the most overrated shirt wearer in Buffalo. Yep. I like it. Funny. Hilarious. Ha ha ha. He hell. Okay. All right. Moving on. We're gonna talk some NBA real quick. And this is a mix of NBA.
She's a one-of-one, but is there like a comparison of somebody that you played with that you guys watching the game right now that reminds you of the young lady to your right?
I like Peyton Pritchard from Boston, the way he's able to...
Hey, yo, Caitlin Faye said it all. First of all, Reggie Miller's a fucking legend. He can say whatever the hell he want to. Second of all, Peyton Pritchard, nice as hell. We ain't gonna do P Rabbit like that. But third of all, if we doing like the equivalency, she definitely like Steph Curry, Luka Doncic type. But Peyton Pritchard is funny as hell just because of her reaction, bro. This is funny as hell. Shout out Reggie Miller.
He hell. He hell. He hell. First and foremost, number one, for those who are butthurt about what you just heard, I'm going to need you to take a full chill pill. And I mean a full chill pill. Okay? Number one. For those people who keep comparing Caitlin Clark to Stephen Curry, I'm going to ask you so nicely to stop. Please stop doing that. It is a major, when I say major, I mean major. And this is just me, no feelings involved. This is just straight sports talk. It is a major disrespect to Stephen Curry to continue to make comparisons of Caitlin Clark and her. Highly disrespectful. First and foremost, I'll show
It's a one-possession game.
Oh, it's loud in here.
Curry, jab, triple. He sticks it.
Steph, say calm down, everybody.
It's Clowney with a chance of Curry's. Curry, step back, pump, Curry, ridiculous.
That's unfair.
Steph Curry, too pure.
Don't worry about me, Steph Curry said. He looking at Draymond. He said, don't worry about me.
Batum,
Right
the
back.
response.
I say this is the best basketball being played in the world that we've ever seen.
Okay. I'm going to shut him up right now so y'all can see the rest of this. I'm going to just shut him up. Okay? Just want you to watch. Okay? Okay. So, when you guys keep comparing her to him, somebody who has legitimately revolutionized and changed the game, how it's played, somebody who has won 4 times. 4. And a gold medal. Legitimately. Please stop. Stop it. Devon, your comparison is at the very height. But I don't think Reggie Miller was wrong to say Peyton Pritchard. She couldn't beat Peyton Pritchard in a one-on-one. So what's the problem with the I don't get it. She's not even Klay Thompson. Why are we doing this? I'm not understanding. Why are we doing this? Why do we keep trying to overhype somebody who has done nothing to prove that? Whole lot of stats. No, nothing to show for her. But a bunch of just made up awards. We've seen her last 2 years. I don't know why we're doing this. This is ridiculous at this point. Stop comparing that child to Stephen Curry. It's disrespectful. Trae Young, I might accept that, but I don't even think she's not even Klay Thompson. Why are we doing this? I'm not mad at the Peyton Pritchard comparison. Anyway, in other news, moving on. Minnesota Timberwolves are aggressively pursuing Giannis Antetokounmpo and are looking to do a 3 to 4 team deal. Wow, I've heard this from a couple teams. A couple teams looking at Giannis trying to get him. Golden State, I heard Golden State was willing to make a move to get him. I heard Minnesota was willing to make a move to get him. And I heard Golden State has a better chance than Minnesota. But if there was a team you wanted Giannis to go to, put it in the comment section right now. What team would you want Giannis to go to? All right. What team would you want Giannis to go to? Put it in the comment section. I'll run through a couple things real quick, and then we're going to get off the air because Rise Up Monday night, late night madness is coming up in 15 minutes. So get ready for that. By the way, here's some thoughts. Nobody knows. Maybe some people know. Airbud. LOL. Hilarious. All right. AP top 10 right now. Arizona number 1, Michigan number 2, UConn number 3. UConn, I'm telling you, UConn plays, man. Men's or women's. I hope they don't bring UConn to Buffalo because the last time UConn came to Buffalo, we all know what happened. We all know what happened to UConn. We all know what happened to Iowa. Don't bring none of them teams down here. We seen what happened. They brought them down here, and Duke, number 4. Yeah, give us Duke or somebody this year. I want Duke. Give us Duke. Give us Michigan, Gonzaga. Give us some teams. You know what? And I ain't going to hold you. I appreciate the teams that got sent down here the last time, 4 years ago. Man, I had a phenomenal time at the tournament. Vermont's coach was phenomenal. He almost made me a Catamounts fan. I was very close to being a Catamounts fan. Man, I think I still got the books and stuff. I still think I got all the books and stuff from 4 years ago. Maybe on the next show I'll pull them out. Who else was there? Boy, oh boy. Yeah, I'm going to pull it out on the next show. Great interviews. I mean, and their fan base is crazy. They fan base is crazy. They do not miss a press conference. Well, I tell you, it was funny. I was dying laughing. Because I was sitting right in front of, I think it was New Mexico State, if I'm not mistaken. I was sitting right in front of their fan base, and they heard me say something, and I hear them in the back saying, that was the guy who was making fun of our center shooting free throws, and I'm dying. I'm like, what? They just picked up on the voice and knew exactly who the hell it was that said that. So I'm dying. I love the NCAA tournament. I cannot wait next month for that. It's going to be a good time. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, y'all gonna start putting some respect on my man's name. Okay? Y'all start putting some respect on Gino Auriemma's name. I'm tired of y'all not giving Gino Auriemma no respect. You say Giannis gonna be a New York Knick, but not till next season. I say Giannis doesn't get traded. The Knicks, Ron would drive Jesus Christ to Atlanta if he could. Oh man, Delon, I tell you. Devon is always divine in the comment section. I tell you, gotta love it. The argument that UConn is number one because they don't face real competition. Man, I've been saying this about UConn for damn near 10, 11 years now. UConn plays everybody and kills everybody. Just ask Dawn Staley. Dawn Staley is the second best female coach in basketball. If not the best coach in college women's basketball. And she'll tell you what UConn can do. She'll tell you what UConn has done. And it ain't pretty. Okay? They beat Louisville, they beat Michigan, they beat USC, they beat Iowa and Tennessee. They beat Ohio State and Notre Dame. Literally. Ohio State is now ranked, and Notre Dame was ranked. These are against ranked teams. I don't get it. UConn's winning the national championship again, by the way. Just to tell you that right now. UConn is going to win it again. I do not see a team who's going to beat them. I would say I'm hoping that it's UConn and South Carolina so that maybe, just maybe, Dawn Staley could get her lick back. Now, on Wednesday, if you guys have noticed, I have not talked much about the Buffalo Bills today. And there is lots of reasons why I have not talked about the Buffalo Bills today. Because Wednesday, I'm going to talk about the Buffalo Bills. On Wednesday. I promise you, it will not be for the faint of heart when I talk about the Bills on Wednesday. It will not be for the faint of heart at all, in the least. Save Atlanta sport. Oh my God. All right. With that being said, it's been real. It's been fun. Monday Night Madness is back. I want y'all to tune in. Make sure y'all like and share. Make sure y'all continue to support great sports talk. Okay? Don't be a hypocrite. I told you. It's not the place for hypocrites or backstabbers or bullshit artists. Pure, genuine support and respect all the way through 2026. All right. Y'all know what it is. It's Monday Night Madness, the place where talk talks for itself.